or your broom, should I say. Okay, so you'll see that in the class, we'll swap sides with the broom, just because the one side's going to be heavier where the bristles are. Okay, so you're going to place the broom in front of you, and I want feet fist distance apart. So from here, we're just going to roll down. So we inhale, exhale, nod the head, tighten the tummy as you roll down. You're going to relax the arms, relax the head, inhale. And exhale, we slowly curl back up. Use those abdominals as you're curling up. Inhale. And exhale, use those abdominals as you're curling down. So you're reaching your tailbone up towards the ceiling and your legs are straight and your head is relaxed. So those legs are stretching in the back, your hamstrings, maybe your calves, maybe even the back and the neck. Inhale. And exhale, slowly we curl back up one vertebra at a time. Growing nice and tall, press shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, slowly we curl down. Reach tailbone up, inhale. And exhale, slowly we curl up. And press shoulders back. Last one, inhale. Exhale, slowly curl down. Inhale. And exhale, slowly we roll up. Now I want you to keep your hands on top of the broom and you're just going to lower your chest down. So see if you're trying to press your chest down towards the floor, and then you should feel those arms and maybe a little bit of your shoulders are stretching. So you're holding it here, pressing tailbone to the ceiling, trying to get the legs straight, and you just hold and breathe. And now the bottom hand, I just want you to place it on top, and then again, just chest rest down towards the floor, just so that that top arm can get a better stretch. And then we slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Pressing shoulders back, I want you to bring your feet together. So feet together, ankles together, knees are together. And I don't want you to hang on to the broom. It's just here for support. Okay. So we inhale up into a calf raise. Try to keep your heels together. And then we slowly lower our heels down. And then you're going to lift up the toes, the ball of the foot, so you're onto your heels. And we calf raise up. Heels stay squeezing together. And then we slowly control the heels down. And we lift the toes, lift the ball of the foot up to the heels. And then we calf raise for 3. And we exhale slowly down, rocking back onto the heels. And we reach up for 4. And slowly control it down, rocking back onto the heels. And coming up for 5. And slowly coming back onto the heels. Keep those abs in. And we come up for 6. And we slowly lower and we rock back. And up for 7. Slowly we lower and rock back. And last one up for 8. Now from here, you're going to lower just the right heel. And you're going to bend the left leg. So we're just going to walk out with the feet. So we inhale, exhale, we change 1. Exhale, we change 2. Exhale, we change 3. Exhale, change 4. And we change 5. Change 6. Change 7. And last one for 8. We come back up onto a rise. Now you're going to keep your heels as high as you can, and we're going to inhale, we bend the legs as if you're trying to sit back onto a chair, and then we slowly come back up. And we bend the legs for 2. Now when you do this, try to keep your back up nice and tall, so you don't want to lean too far forward, and we slowly squeeze back up. And we control it down for 3. Tighten those abdominals, our shoulders are relaxed. And we slowly come back up. And we inhale down for 4. Exhale up. And coming down for 5. Slowly up. And down for 6, keeping those knees together. Slowly up. Down for 7. Slowly up. And last one down for 8. Now from here, we're going to do little pulses. When you pulse, make sure you pulse down. So you don't want to come up first. So where you are now, you go straight down. So we pulse for 8, 7, 6, abs are in, 5, back up to 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we stay nice and low, and we open our knees, and we squeeze them together. Open the knees for 2, and we squeeze. Open for 3, and squeeze. Open for 4, and squeeze. Open for 5, and squeeze. Open for 6, and we squeeze. Tighten those abdominals. Open for 7, and squeeze. Last one for 8, and squeeze. Now from here, we tilt the pubic bone forward. So we bring the pubic bone forward for 1, and then we take it back. Tilt it forward for 2, and take it back. Shoulders relaxed. Forward for 3, and take it back. Tilt forward 4, and take it back. For 5, take it back. For 6, use those abdominals, and return. For 7, return. Last one for 8, and return. Last thing in this position, so we're staying nice and low. Lower just the right heel. Again, we walk with the feet. We inhale. Exhale, we change legs 1. We change 2. Change 3. Change 4. Change 5. Change 6. Change 7. And change 8. Lift both the heels. And then slowly come back up, and then we can lower our heels. And now I want you to open the legs wide. So we're in second, our feet pointing outwards, abs are in. So before we start, tilt the pubic bone a little bit forward. And then from here, we're going to bend the legs, pressing those knees behind you. And we squeeze back up. Really use those glutes and tighten those quads. And we inhale down for 2. Exhale, we squeeze up. Inhale down for 3. And we squeeze up. Down for 4. And squeeze up. Down for 5. And squeeze up. Down for 6. And we squeeze up. Down for 7. Tighten those abdominals. And we squeeze up. Last one down for 8. Now we stay here. Again, we pulse down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Make sure you're not leaning on the broom. 2, 1. Stay low. We press our knees back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping the knees pressing back. We tilt the pubic bone forward and we take it back. Tilt forward for 2. Nice stretch in those hips and take it back. For 3 and take it back. Tilt forward 4. Use those abdominals and back. For 5 and take it back. For 6, take it back. For 7, take it back. Last one for 8 and take it back. Now just return your pelvis back to neutral. Make sure you're up tall. Lift just the right heel. And then we inhale and we exhale, change legs 1. We change legs 2. We change 3. Change 4. Change 5. Change 6. Change 7 and change 8. Now lift both the heels up and then we lower them both. We lift for 2 and we lower. Lift 3 and lower. Lift 4 and lower. Lift for 5 and lower. Lift for 6 and lower. Lift for 7, lower. Up for 8. And lower, and then we straighten our legs. Now from here, we're going to do a side lunge. So you side lunge to the right, bending into the right leg. You open your arms to a T, your broom stays in the left hand, and you open. And then we just change. So we inhale, exhale, swap sides, swap the broom hand. And we exhale, change. Inhale, and we exhale, change. Inhale, exhale, change. Inhale, exhale, change. Inhale, exhale, change. Inhale, exhale, change. Last one. And return to the center. Walk your feet closer. Just place the stick onto the left side and just grab the right leg. So just stretching out that quad. So press that knee back and pull the foot up towards the head and tilt your pubic bone forward so that quad can stretch nicely. Make sure shoulders are relaxed. And then we're going to change sides. So make sure you're tilting that pubic bone forward, abs are in. And then we place it down. Okay, so our feet are going to be fist distance apart, and I want you to hold the stick. Let the bristles go over to the left side. If you've got bristles, if not, it doesn't matter, and you won't have to swap sides. Okay, so press shoulders down and back. Tilt the pubic bone a little bit forward and tuck those ribs in. So from here, we inhale, reach up. And then exhale, we slowly lower. And we reach up for 2. Press shoulders out of your ears. And slowly lower. And we reach up for 3. And slowly lower. We reach up for 4. And slowly down. Up for 5. Now hold it here. Make sure shoulders stay out of your ears, ribs stay pressing in. We're going to pulse behind, so we pulse back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Imagine you're between two planes of glass, so you can only move side to side. So we inhale over to the right. Use those abdominals and use your breath to exhale and return. And then we inhale over to the left. Shoulders stay out of your ears. Exhale and return. Inhale, reaching over to the right. Exhale and return. Inhale over to the left. Opposite oblique. Exhale and return to the center. Inhale to the right. Exhale and return. Last one. Inhale over to the left. And exhale and return. Now you lower it. If you've got a broom with the bristles, you need to change sides. Okay, again, tilt pubic bone forward, ribs are pressing in. We inhale, reach up. And exhale slowly down. And you can feel the difference in weight. And we reach up for 2. And slowly down. And we reach up for 3. And slowly down. Reaching up for 4, deepening those abdominals. And slowly down. Last one, we reach up for 5. We pulse back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then this time we inhale, we reach over to the left. Really lengthen out of that top arm, the right one. And we exhale and return. Inhale, side bend over to the right. Keeping shoulders out of your ears. Exhale and return. Inhale, over to the right. To the left. Exhale and return. Inhale over to the right. Exhale and return. Last one on each side. We inhale, reaching over to the left. Exhale and return. And last one over to the right. Exhale and return. And then slowly lower the broom down. You're going to stand on the top edge of your mat, holding the broom in front of you. Feet are together. We're going to come up onto our toes. And then we're going to slowly control it all the way down. If you're struggling, just sit down onto the mat. Okay. Now from here, we hold it here. So there's glutes on the heels. Open the knees. And we just hold it. So we're up nice and tall. We're pressing our shoulders down. We're tightening those abdominals. And then from here, you can slowly lower yourself down to the mat. Okay, you're going to hold the stick or the broom in front of you. Our feet and knees are fist distance apart. We're pressing our shoulders down. So we're just going to do half rollbacks, making sure your elbows are soft and you're not holding the stick with all your strength. Okay, so on fingertips, nice and relaxed. We inhale. Exhale, we just pull halfway back. So we're tilting the pubic bone up towards the ceiling, giving a nice rounded spine. We inhale. Exhale, we return and we sit up nice and tall, chest with arms. Inhale. Exhale, we curl back for 2. Really try to shorten the distance between the ribs and the hip bones. Inhale. And we exhale, return, sit up tall. Inhale. Exhale, we curl back for 3. Inhale. Exhale, return. Inhale. Exhale, we curl back for 4. Use those abdominals. Inhale. Exhale up. Last one, we inhale. Exhale, we curl back. Now we hold it here. I want you to turn the right palm to face the ceiling. Now, as if you're trying to play baseball, we're going to bend the right arm, twist to the right without moving your pelvis and your legs. Left arm stays straight, and then we exhale, return as if you're hitting a ball. And again, we inhale, bending the right arm, left arm is straight, twisting to the right, and then we exhale, return. Really use those abdominals. And we inhale, twist for 3. Tighten those abdominals. Exhale, return. Inhale, we twist for 4. Exhale, return. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale, we twist for 5. And return. And last one, we twist for 6. And return. And then you're going to sit up tall. Now you're going to change the broom over so the bristles are then on the left side. Both palms are facing down to start. Shoulders out of our ears. We inhale. Exhale, we curl halfway back. Deepening those abdominals, tilting the pubic bone up. We inhale. Exhale, we return, and we're up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, we curl back for 2. Inhale. Exhale, up tall. Inhale. Exhale, we curl back for 3, making sure those shoulders are out of your ears, elbows are soft, and slowly return. And we exhale and we curl back for 4. Inhale. Exhale, return. Last one, inhale, and we exhale, curl back. Hold it here. Turn left palm up to the ceiling. And then we're going to bend the left arm, twisting to the left, keeping right arm straight. And then we exhale, return. Inhale, we twist for 2. Sink those abdominals. Exhale, return. And we inhale, we twist for 3. Exhale, return. And we twist for 4. And return. And 2 more, we twist for 5. And return. And last one over for 6. And return. Turn both palms to face down. And then we're going to slowly curl all the way down to the mat, leaving the stick or the broom by your thighs. You can bring your feet a little bit closer and just make sure feet and knees are fist distance apart. And then from here we inhale. Exhale, scoop through the pelvis and we lift our hips up. And then we inhale, taking the broom up behind us and placing it on the floor without letting your ribs pop up. And then we exhale and we curl down from the top of the spine, leaving those arms behind us. Really lengthen as you come down. And then inhale, you're going to return the broom to your thighs. And then we exhale, scoop through the pelvis. Deepen those abdominals as you're lifting the hips, transferring the knees towards the feet. Inhale, reaching the arms up behind you. And then we exhale and we curl down 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale, we return the broom. And then we exhale, we lift the hips. Use those abdominals. Feel the glutes, feel those hamstrings. Inhale, reaching the stick behind you. And then we exhale and we control it down. Now from here, inhale, arms move to the ceiling. Exhale, we lengthen up into a chest lift, taking the broom towards your thighs. Now we inhale, we reach the stick up to the ceiling. While you're doing that, you try to deepen the curl. And then you exhale and you slowly lower all the way down, taking the arms back behind. And again, we inhale, arm moves to the ceiling. Exhale, we reach up and over into our chest lift. Inhale, deepen the curl as you reach just the arms up to the ceiling, deepen those abdominals, and exhale, we come all the way down. Inhale, our arms move up for 3. Exhale, lengthen up, sliding the ribs down to the hip bones. Shoulder blades off the mat. Inhale, reach just the arms up to the ceiling. And exhale down. Inhale, arms move up for 4. Exhale, we reach up. Inhale, deepen the chest lift, reaching the arms up. And slowly we lower. Last one, inhale, arms move to the ceiling. Exhale, we lengthen up. Inhale, reaching arms up to the ceiling. Now hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now from here, lower the stick to your thighs. We go into rotation, making sure our pelvis and our legs stay still. We inhale. Exhale, we rotate to the right, taking that left arm a little bit closer towards the right knee. And then we inhale and we return to the center. And then we exhale over to the left, looking just past the outside of that left thigh. And we inhale, return to the center, keeping that height. And we exhale over to the right. Inhale, return to the center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, return. Soften those elbows. One more on each side. Over to the right. Inhale, return. And then last one, over to the left. And return. Now keeping the stick up, just lower the upper body down. Flatten the back onto the mat. You're going to float the right leg to tabletop, float the left leg to tabletop. Now from here, I want you to just straighten the right leg up to the ceiling. So our right leg stays straight and it stays still. Our left leg, we lock our knee in that position and we just lower the left leg. So we inhale, lower the left leg down to the toe taps, and then we exhale, return it. Inhale, lower the left leg for 2, exhale, return. Use those abdominals, and we tip it down for 3, exhale up. So lower abs should be working. We tip it down for 4. Keep your ribs pressing down, and return. Inhale down for 5, exhale, return, and down for 6, and return. Now from here we're going to add the right leg, but the right leg stays straight, the left one stays bent. So we inhale, lower the left leg. As you return the left leg, you lower the right one towards the floor. We inhale and we exhale, change for 1. And we change 2. We change 3. We change 4. Change 5. Change 6. Change 7. And change 8. Return both legs up to tabletop. We lower the right foot down, we lower the left foot down. Feet and knees are fist distance. Now we need to do it all over again with the bristles of the broom on the other side. Okay, so changing the broom, bringing the broom down to the thighs. We pelvic curl, so from the top we inhale. Exhale, scoop through the pelvis, lift the hips up, try lift a little bit higher this time. Inhale, taking the broom behind you onto the floor, keeping your ribs pressing down. And exhale, we lengthen the spine down as we curl down. Inhale, returning the broom to the thighs. And then we exhale, curling up one vertebra at a time. Inhale, reaching the arms back. And exhale, lengthening down along the mat. And we inhale, return the broom. Exhale, scooping through the pelvis, lifting the hips up. And then we inhale, taking the broom behind you. And exhale, slowly we curl down, keeping those knees fist distance apart. Inhale, return the stick. Last one. Exhale, scooping, lifting those hips. Inhale, reaching the stick behind you. And exhale, we slowly curl down, keeping the stick behind you this time. Nice long spine, tighten those abdominals. Inhale, arms move to the ceiling. Exhale, we lengthen up into our chest lift. Sink those abdominals a little bit more. Inhale, reaching the stick up to the ceiling. Try deepen the curl. And exhale, slowly control it all the way down. Inhale, arms move for 2. Exhale, lengthen up. Try to get shoulder blades off the mat. We inhale, reach just the arms up to the ceiling. And then we exhale, slowly down. Inhale, arms move for 3. Exhale up. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And exhale down. Inhale, arms move. Tighten those abdominals. And then you exhale up. Shoulders relaxed, elbows are soft. Inhale, deepening the curl as you reach the arms up. And then you slowly down. And last time, inhale, arms move. Exhale, we're reaching up. Inhale, deepen the curl, reaching just the arms up. And then slowly coming down. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And exhale, we coming up. Inhale, reaching the arms up. We hold it here. Sink those abdominals for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking the broom closer to the thighs for rotation. We inhale. Exhale, this time we rotate to the left first. And we inhale, return to the center, keeping chest up high. And then we exhale over to the right. Inhale, we return. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, return, soften those elbows and exhale over to the right. Inhale, return, keeping pelvis nice and still. We exhale over to the left. Inhale, we return, last one over to the right. And then we slowly return to the center. We lower our head, stick stays up to the ceiling. Flatten the back onto the mat. We lift right leg to tabletop, left leg to tabletop. This time we straighten the left leg up, pointing into that foot. So first we just move the right leg. So we lock it in tabletop and then we inhale, tip the foot down for 1. We exhale, return. Use those abdominals. We inhale, tip down for 2. Exhale, we return. Inhale, down for 3. Slowly up. And we down for 4. Slowly up. Inhale, tip it down for 5. Slowly up. Last one for 6. And slowly up. Now we're going to let the left leg join us. Left leg stays straight, right stays bent. We inhale, lower the right leg. And then we exhale, change, lowering the left. Inhale. We exhale, change 2. Exhale, change 3. Exhale, change 4. Exhale, change 5. Exhale, change 6. Exhale, change 7. And last one for 8. And then you're going to lower that left leg all the way down to the mat. And lengthen the right leg. We squeeze the legs together, we're pointing to the feet, we reach the stick just behind you, making sure those ribs stay pressing down. We inhale, lift the arms, followed by the head and chest. And we exhale, curl all the way up for our roll-ups. Keep shoulders out of your ears. Shoulders and hips are in line at the top, back is rounded. We inhale. And we exhale slowly, we control it down. 1 vertebra at a time. Ribs stay pressing down as you reach the arms back. Inhale, lifting the arms, followed by the head and chest. Exhale, slowly curling up. Inhale. And we exhale, slowly curling down, deepening those abdominals as we curl down. Inhale, lift arms, head and chest. Sink those abdominals, exhale up, relaxing those shoulders. Inhale, and exhale, slowly we curl back down. Now at the bottom, change the side of the bristles, and we go again. Inhale, lift the arms, head and chest. Exhale, slowly we curl up. Inhale. Exhale, curling down. Try to get that lower back to touch the mat first. 1 vertebra at a time. And reach the arms back. Inhale, lifting the arms, head and chest. Exhale, slowly up. 1 vertebra at a time. Last one, inhale, and we exhale, slowly curl down. Ribs pressing down, inhale, lifting the arms, head and chest, and we exhale back. Now from here, we sit up nice and tall. We open our legs, just in line with the shoulders, and we're going to flex our feet. Now you're going to take your broom in front of you. If you're on like a carpet that's not going to slide nicely, you might have to lift the stick up or just work a little bit harder. Okay, so we're up tall, shoulders down and back, we inhale. Exhale, nod the head, tighten the tummy as you reach forward. So sliding the broom down, giving the floor a sweep. At the bottom, our shoulders are out of our ears, our head is relaxed. We inhale, and exhale, slowly we return. You restack the spine, we're up tall, chest through the arms. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, belly button into the spine as you slide forward. Try to reach a little bit more forward with your head. Inhale. And exhale, slowly we curl up, press down with those shoulders, growing nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, reaching forward. Make sure those toes are still flexed, so dorsiflex pointing up to the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale, slowly control it back up. Inhale. Exhale, we reach forward. Hold it there, try go a little bit further if you can. And then we inhale. And exhale, slowly we come back up. Now you're going to squeeze your legs together, keep your feet flexed. You're going to take your stick, you're going to place it on your shoulders. Let me just turn so you guys can see. It's on top of the shoulders, and then you're holding. It's almost like a W shape. Okay. Now we're up tall. You want to keep your pelvis, your legs still, so I don't want to see any wobbling on the feet. Okay, so those big toes stay together. Chest through the arms, shoulders out of your ears. We inhale. Exhale, we twist to the right. And then we inhale and we return to the center. And then we exhale, we twist over to the left. And then we inhale, return. Exhale, twist to the right. Tighten those abdominals. Inhale, return. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, return. Exhale, we twist to the right. Inhale, return. Exhale, we twist to the left. Inhale and return. One more on each side. Exhale, we twist to the right. Inhale, return. And last one over to the left. And slowly return. And then you're going to bring the broom to the front. We're going to do rolling like a ball. So you're going to bend your legs and you're going to take the broom underneath your knees. Then you can hold the stick like that and do it like that. Or if you're flexible enough, you're going to hold it at the elbows. Okay. And then we can do fast or slow rolling like a ball, up to you. If you're going to do slow, you're going to hold on and you slowly control it down. And then you slowly control it up. Okay. Or fast rolling like a ball. So do whatever you can. We lift the feet up. We're going to keep them off the mat. Shoulders out of your ears. Eyeline into the belly button. So keep this rounded shape and try to keep the distance from the heels to the glutes the same. So you don't want to kick your legs back. So we inhale, curl back. And we exhale up without letting the feet touch the floor. And we inhale, curl back. Exhale up. Inhale, we curl back. Exhale up. Inhale, curl back. Exhale up. Shortening the distance between the ribs and the hip bones. Inhale, we curl back. Keeping the eyeline on your belly button. Exhale up. And we inhale, curl back. Exhale up. Last one. We inhale, curl back. And we exhale up. Now from here, you can place the feet down. And you're just going to hold the stick close to the glutes. We inhale. And we exhale. We're going to curl all the way down. Okay, from here, I want you to flatten the back onto the mat. We lift right leg to tabletop, left leg to tabletop. We squeeze our knees to point into the feet. So we're going to do 100s prick here. So we inhale, you lift the arms with the stick behind the glutes. Exhale, we're going to come up into chest lift. If you can, you straighten the legs along the diagonal. If your back is sore, keep the legs bent or straighten them to the ceiling. From here we inhale and we exhale, slowly return and you lower the stick down. Inhale, lift the stick. Exhale, we're coming up. Shoulders out of your ears. Point the feet. Tighten those quads. Sink those abdominals. Inhale and exhale, we return. Inhale, lift the broom. Exhale, we lengthen up. Strong legs. Inhale and exhale, slowly return. Inhale, lifting the stick. Exhale, coming up. Try to get shoulder blades off the mat. We relax our shoulders. Inhale. And exhale, we return. Inhale, lift the stick. Exhale, we lengthen up. If you can, lower the legs a little bit more. Inhale. And exhale, return. Now from here, just change sides of the bristles. And then we're going to go into hundreds. So we inhale, lift the stick. And we exhale up into a chest of straightening those legs, deepen those abdominals. Keep shoulders relaxed. We just pulse the arms. And we pulse. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we relax. Just quickly give those knees a hug. Okay, and then we're going to come onto our sides. So you can stay down on the mat with the bottom leg bent. Okay, so that's option 1. Or you're going to come up onto your knees with a hand down. That first prize is with your stick. So you're going to place your broom down. Okay, bottom leg is bent, and then your top one you're going to straighten across. Okay, bottom arm is lower down onto the stick. Your top arm reaches over the top. Don't let that elbow fall forward. You want to open up to the ceiling. Okay, we hold it here. Our abs are in. We inhale, we lift the leg up. And we exhale down to hover. And we reach it up for 2. And down to hover. Reach it up 3. And hover. Tighten those abdominals. We reach it up for 4. And we hover. Lengthen up for 5. And lower. Lengthen up for 6. And lower. Lengthen up 7. And lower. Lengthen up for 8. Now keep it up. Now you're going to flex forward. And we inhale, point back. We flex forward for 2, and we point back. Flex forward 3, shoulders out of your ears, and we point back. Flex forward for 4, and we point back. Flex forward for 5, and we point back. Flex forward for 6, and point back. Flex forward for 7, point back. Last one for 8, and we point back. Keep that leg behind you. And this time you can roll the top arm and shoulder forward. We pulse that back leg up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and place it down. And then we go all the way over to the outside. Okay, bottom arm low down, top arm reaches up and over. Keep shoulders out of the ears. Abs are in, we inhale, lengthen that leg up. And exhale down to hover. We reach it up for 2 and down to hover. We reach up 3 and hover. Reach it up for 4 and lower, relax shoulders. Reach up 5 and we lower, abs are in. We reach up for 6 and we lower. Reach up 7 and lower. Last one up for 8. Keep it up nice and high. We exhale, flex forward and we inhale, point back. Exhale, we flex forward for 2. Inhale, point back. Flexing forward for 3, and we point back. Flex forward for 4, and point back. Flex forward for 5, and we point back. Flex forward for 6, and point back. Flexing forward for 7, point back. Last one for 8, and point back. Keep it behind. Lower top shoulder and elbow. Keeping that leg far back, we pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're just quickly going to stretch out the hips. So we're going to sit down and you're going to try and put knee on top of knee. Just as close to this as you can. And then you can bring your hands close to your feet. If this is hard enough, you can stay here. If it's too easy, with a flat back, you're going to hinge forward, sticking your tailbone out behind you, and then you can rest the head. That should make it stretch a little bit more. Hold and breathe. And then slowly we come back up. And then just change legs. So taking that heel close to the glute. Trying to put knee on top of knee. Hands by the feet, up nice and tall. Either hold it here or hinge forward. Stick tailbone up behind you and rest the head. And then slowly up. Okay, from here we're going to lie on our stomach. And you're going to take your stick and you're going to place it along your spine. And your bristles are going to be on your feet. Okay. And then you're going to take your hands, rest them on top of one another, and you're going to rest your forehead down onto the hips. You want to make sure your shoulders are out of your ears. You're going to press your pubic bone into the mat and your belly button into your spine. Okay, so I don't want you to press your tummy into the mat. Always try to lift it away. We just lift our feet. So we inhale, lift the legs up. Try and get as much of the thighs off the mat as you can. And then we exhale and we lower it down. Inhale, we reach up for 2. And slowly control it down. Inhale, reaching up for 3. And slowly down. Try to lift so high that that stick touches the head. And we inhale, lift up for 4. And slowly down. If you're short, it might already be happening. And we inhale, lifting up for 5. And slowly down. Inhale, we're lifting up for 6. And slowly down. Inhale, reaching up for 7. Slowly down. And the last one up for 8. And slowly down. Now from here, take your arms, you squeeze them tightly against your side. So not wrapped around your bum, not touching the floor. Just lift it off the mat and squeeze them so tightly against your side that there's no gaps between your body and your arms. Squeeze shoulder blades. Our line stays on the mat. And we inhale, we lift upper body and the legs. And exhale, slowly down. We inhale, lengthen up for 2. And slowly down. Inhale, lengthen up for 3. Slowly down, keeping belly button into your spine. Inhale, we lengthen up for 4. Eye line on the mat to keep your head in line with your spine. Exhale, we slowly control it down. Inhale, we lengthen up for 5. And slowly control it down. And we're up for 6. And slow down. And we reach up for 7. And last up, keep an eye on your arms. Otherwise, let's just start. We inhale, exhale, you reach arms forward. You circle around, and we inhale, lovely push-up. Exhale, we reach forward, circle around, and we inhale, bend. Exhale, we reach forward, circle around, and we bend. And we reach forward 4. We circle around, and we bend. And for 5, circle around, and we bend. For 6, circle, and we bend. For 7, circle around, and we bend. Last one for 8, circle around, and we bend. Hold it up, and then slowly we come down. And we come up for pause. Knees underneath hips, hands underneath the shoulders for a quick cat stretch. Okay, we inhale, lift the lift your arms, lengthen the spine, and then we go chin to chest, and we round up to the depth. And inhale, lengthen and extend. And exhale, curl. Last time, inhale, lengthen and extend. Keep us as in. And exhale, curl, keep curling. Really concentrate around the lower back. And we're going to twist here, we open our knees, and we press back into our rest position. We lengthen forward with those arms, and we just rest here and breathe. And slowly curl back. That's all the shoulders back. That's our section today. Can you join me?